All right, we're gonna go ahead and call the work session to order. We're gonna ask Chaplain Steve Hartzell to open us up in prayer tonight.
Let's pray together. Gracious God, we pause for just a moment to say thank you. We thank you for this city, for the people who call it home, and for those who have chosen to serve it. We ask today for wisdom for these council members. As decisions are discussed and directions are set, grant clarity of mind, patience in conversation, and humility of heart. Help them see not only what is urgent, but what is truly important for today and for tomorrow. We also lift up their families. Thank you for the spouses and children, parents, and loved ones that support them, often behind the scenes. Give those families strength, encouragement, peace, especially during long days, late nights, and difficult choices being made. And dear God, we pray for our city as a whole. Guide us forward. Help us to grow in ways that are healthy and fair. May our city be a place where people feel safe, valued, and hopeful, where neighbors look out for one another, and where progress is guided by integrity and compassion. May all that is said and decided here be done with decency and an order in mind. God, we trust you to lead us in the direction we should go. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chaplain Hartzell. All right, guys, first on the work session, and it is discussion only, discussion that is necessary regarding outline for bid requirements for landscape and horticultural services for city-owned public planters and green spaces. And we have some handouts too. Thank Miss Cassie and her team. They got us all set up in order. She and Heather.
This looks like just a regular allocation that they've been getting, Ms. Nix. What I see.
Did anything did we add anything to this list? I think. How many things did we add to this list?
We haven't added anything currently. That's what, if you'll let me know what changes and modifications you want tonight, we'll have that bid document prepared and ready.
And this is the list, right, Cassie?
Is that all the budget that's on?
I know we,
It's not.
y'all know I suck at street addresses. I know it was the, what was it, y'all, the,
The landscaping bid, not the, I think they were looking at Ms. Judy's.
y'all were looking at what?
I was looking at Miss Judy.
I thought we was going to Ms. Judy.
Miss Judy's, she's number 2.
Oh,
Okay, forgive me.
That's where I was like, street.
We're going to landscaping now, Ms. Green.
Okay. That's why I was looking at her like,
I'm sorry, y'all.
You're-
Tim, what-
That's
what were
okay.
you?
it's fine.
I thought you said landscape, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah. Tim and I got it right because our birthday is the same, so.
Whatever works. I'm in.
All right, so back to the landscaping contract. Everybody on the same page now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so, here we are, and this is like Nate, you said like Nate said, no, not like Nate said. So this is the contract as of now that we're proposing. Well, we can't be proposing anything to go to bid right now because we haven't adjusted this. So we can't adjust the contract until we add in everything that we want added to this list. That's right. All right. And there were a couple of things that we were talking about adding to this list, right, y'all?
Yes.
All right, so that's what we need to do. I guess we'll start with Greer. I know you had some suggestions.
I know we suggested that we pull up everything and go to River Rock and that kind of thing. I would prefer to have like a comprehensive plan if we start doing that to a landscape project. That's a bigger issue to me. If the landscaping was put on a schedule, and that should be something that a landscaper would know to do, that you prune your bushes after they bloom and you do that on a regular schedule, that's the kind of thing that I would like to see spelled out for SimCut or whoever. January should be the time they cut back the crepe myrtle, and then just always keeping in mind, if you can't see coming out of a driveway, we gotta have someone out there, and they need to be responsive, and I think we need to ask for a 24 to 48 hour response time or something in there that spells out, when they get it done.
I think that's fair.
I think that is,
So in my understanding, usually with contracts like this, they are 12-month contracts, but 3 months are set aside for like trimming stuff up. Cause I mean, I guess,
Because you cut
Yeah, you're
so much
cutting.
of the year, and then like she said,
but this
January,
company's not the
February,
one
start
cutting,
trimming.
right? This guy's not cutting.
Yes,
This,
he cuts the grass downtown also,
he cuts the grass downtown.
and he cuts all the welcome signs.
so technically he's doing just everything for the 12 months.
everything that we can't get to within the city.
So let me,
He cuts the downtown, the beautification sections, the signs.
Cromer, can you come up to the microphone for us, please? I know it, I'm sorry. I know it. I hate addressing y'all in the audience. And that way just make sure everybody can hear
I
you.
can hear a lot better. I know
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Cromer.
He cuts the welcome to Sylacauga signs.
Mhm.
He cuts he does the planter boxes on Broadway. I don't have the list in front of me, but there's several places, green spots, he cuts between the sidewalk and the road, basically, down Broadway and Fort Williams.
So what does the schedule look like? So I guess I'm pretty sure, of course, he's not doing everything every 2 weeks. I guess he got certain days that he do certain things. I'm
Yes,
assuming.
ma'am, what's on his list, he cuts every 2 weeks. The parking lot's blowed off, the trimming, the grass cutting, it's on a 2 week schedule. I mean, during the summertime, if you don't cut your grass at least every 2 weeks, it'll be knee high.
Okay.
I mean, he comes in and knocks it all out at one time and carries on.
And he does all the landscaping in the alleyways coming into,
Correct.
on the back sides and whatnot.
Correct. We do need to add I don't think it's on there, but I ended up getting him to cut it this summer to, be the northwest intersection of Fort Williams and Broadway, which would be in front of the new Dollar General,
You writing it down,
which
Kathy?
was Rite Aid.
What about that strip in front of Dollar General across from Will's, or what?
What we talked about Saturday was they are responsible for that because there's not a sidewalk there.
Right.
So what
That
we
would
need,
be
so what we need to do is just send them some sort of formal, letter or notification letting them know, hey, this is your responsibility. Or do,
that's what we've discussed Saturdays. You know, that it is their responsibility. If
Yeah.
there's not a sidewalk, it's their responsibility to cut it to the road.
Right.
all right. So Cassie got that wrote down, that what you said. Was there any other place that we wanted, is there any other place you want to add to this contract?
That's the only thing I know of downtown. Like I said, you know, we take care of the rough cut, you know, the green spots that don't have, it's not necessarily beautification, it's not the downtown area. We maintain all of that, but more or less what he's doing is the curb appeal side of things.
Okay.
Is there any way we could add the language that says that please do not put, load the leaves into the drainage? Is there anything that we could say spelling that out
If
to?
you're gonna do that to him, you're gonna have to do it citywide.
It's residential.
There may already be an ordinance there. I mean, I would love if there'd be an ordinance that you can't put anything in the curb or in the gutter or in the street, but you're gonna have to enforce that citywide. If you try to enforce it on one contract, then every contractor that cuts in Sylacauga and every individual that cuts in Sylacauga needs to be enforced on them also.
But they're responsible for the cleanup and removal of whatever they cut, right? Or do they pile it and y'all go pick it up?
The trimmings that they do as far as trimming the crepe myrtles, trimming the bushes, 99% of it they haul off, like when they do the big section in front of Panda Inn or Panda Express. I do tell them, look, there's no sense in you loading all that on your trailer and then going to dispose of it, just pile it in the parking lot and we'll clean it up.
But my only thing is, it's okay for you to help them out when you can, but I think we still need to have it in the contract that they're responsible for it. I'm just saying, just in case you can't do it.
The contract's on y'all.
Okay, all right.
I think that needs to be added.
I agree.
All right, I'm just saying, like, you can help them out when you can, but if something happens, we don't want you to get behind and we got a contractor.
Right, I mean, I understand. I mean, normally when he spent, what would take him half a day loading onto a trailer and hauling off and then unloading it, he puts it in one pile, we run through the loader truck, and it takes 5 minutes and it's gone.
Okay, all right, And then also, Cassie, did you write down if there is an issue or if Cromer does call them, there should be a, what did you say, 24 or 48 hour turnaround?
About a 48 hour, I think is fair.
All right, depending, right, of course.
Yeah.
All right, you think that's fair?
Go wherever y'all go with.
So I have a question, this soil samples, is this being done?
That's way above my pay grade. I don't,
Well, what is
the
this?
soil samples, I think that was for the hanging baskets, was it not?
From contract areas in the spring and fall of each year, apply fertilizers and lime indicated by tests, furnish soil test results and application, type
Okay,
documentation.
It's
They're
not
supposed to
been
be
done in the last
supplied
6
to-
months.
Yeah.
I've been in for 6 months and I've not got any of that. Like I said, I've never even seen this contract. I've seen the scope of work that I emailed the.
Is that
plant
something we
a couple weeks
need
ago.
Done? It's on here on, number 6.
Yes, I
on
see it.
page 2.
Yeah. I'm just,
You're asking for a soil sample on.
Hanging
on-
baskets.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if that's on the regular contract for the maintaining the green
Contract
spaces,
areas.
then I mean, you're asking for soil samples on grass right away. I don't see the requirement in it, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, cause
We need to probably pull that out.
yeah, cause we don't want somebody to not bid on it
Yeah,
because that's in there.
You know, you're asking a lot, somebody's just,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
number 6.
you're trying to get them to cut grass
Yeah.
and trim a few trees. I don't see the use in a soil sample, but
Yeah.
So it's 6 and 7.
I mean, that might help some other vendors come in and want to participate without having something that.
You heard that, Cassie? Want to take 6 and 7 out? You don't want to take it out, Tim?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, number
I was
7.
actually, keep weekly records of error right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, have they been giving you, records each month of
I mean,
the rainfall?
I don't think that's necessary either. I mean, we're not gonna go out there and pay somebody to water the grass. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, can
now,
we talk
like I said,
about,
I know that there was some of that in the hanging basket. I don't know if if the contract got mingled for the hanging baskets. But I do know that they were supposed to water based on the amount of rainfall we've had, and they're supposed to maintain and fertilize the hanging baskets. But as far as what they're actually cutting for my department, I don't have any use in it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's gotta be what it is, cause that wouldn't be good to have in a contract for somebody cutting grass.
I mean, like I said, this gotta be for the hanging baskets. It was put in for the beautification council.
so, help me understand this. The beautification council pays for the hanging baskets and these guys maintain them?
Yes, ma'am.
A lot.
And does the city pay for those hanging baskets that are provided by the city?
We get the money.
Essentially.
We appropriate.
Yeah, we appropriate it.
So those are the hanging baskets. What about those planters that are along Broadway? And forgive me, I can't remember if they're on Norton or not.
That is a ongoing discussion with the beautification council. They're trying to get approval from AlDOT before they've got to have a full scope of what they want done, and they've got to get it approved by AlDOT before anything can be done more than what's there. They've got a plan. If you want to get with them, they've got a plan. But trying to get AlDOT to approve anything on their right of way, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, okay. The other thing is on this last page that you have, is there any reason number 3 needs to be continued since we're not putting pine straw down due to the runoff?
Yeah, if it's got, put pine straw down, that needs to be removed too, 'cause
You know, we discussed that back in March when it flooded
right
the
here,
last
all
time.
flooding, because all pine straw does is stop up drains.
Yeah.
Is there any area that they still continue to put pine straw around? and-
No, ma'am.
No, so they're not providing pine straw at all.
You got that, Cassie? Okay, all right. What else, Carmen?
That's all I got.
Anybody else? All right, so Cassie, I guess we'll get these changes, made for the contract and then, get the list updated. And then we should probably be, able to say grace over this at the next meeting, so it can get out to bid. Y'all agree?
I do.
All right, thanks, Carmen. All right, hold on. Oh, one more thing, hold on, it's still gonna be a 3-year contract too, right? So is this so we're still gonna do it for 3 years? Okay, all right. Okay. All right, next on the list, so the CDA is not coming tonight. I think they had something to come up, so they won't be here, but Miss Judy from the museum is gonna get up and present her budget request to us. And we do have that in front of us. It's the thing that you guys had wrong the first time. Hey, Miss Judy, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, it was a bad joke, nobody thought it was funny.
Okay, so those of you who don't know me, my name is Judy Green. I'm director of the Comer Museum. I appreciate you letting me talk to you tonight. Thank you, council and mayor. The proposed budget is in front of you that we're asking for. One of our biggest needs is more money for, to help us run the museum as far as payroll. As you know, we've had 3 people working there for the last several years. Well, we still have just 3 people working there, but one of them is a young man who is an archaeologist. And he has really added a lot to the museum. As you know, our biggest goal is to keep tourists coming to town. And with doing that, we've got to get the word out that our museum is awesome and wonderful. I don't know if you've seen the latest edition of Sweet Home Alabama, but again, the Comer Museum is in there. And it advertises our website, which is, my archaeologist, Chris, has helped run this. And we get calls every day with schedules of groups coming in. They are looking at our website. So it's not just local, we're bringing people in from out of town. So I need more funds to help us pay for the 3 of us that are there. We haven't had a cost of living raise in 4 years. I'm still making exactly what I was, working a lot more hours. If you haven't been to the museum, you need to come because you'll see how it showcases Sylacauga and what we have to offer. There is so much in our town that people come in and they are so amazed at what we have. Once they get through the door, we give them a private tour. You can tell who wants to be shown around and who doesn't. But then we get a chance to talk about other things in our city. So, you know, we tell them, go see the library. They give us an odd look. They have libraries, but they don't have one like ours. And so they'll go down to the library. But there's so much that we're showing off, and Chris is amazing. We have people coming through the door just to see Chris. Our bell goes off. We go to the door to help them. They don't want to see me and Sheila half the time. They want to know if Chris is there. So we kind of bow our heads down and walk away, and Chris comes in. But he's only able to work a couple hours a week because this is all I can afford to pay him. So more salary would really be helpful.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Miss Judy, I'm sorry, I thought you were pausing.
No, I am, I can take a break for a second.
So, tell me what your total increase is that you're asking for versus what you were, budgeted last year, or what's over your level funded. And also too, I want to ask, was the museum not included in the, pay increases last year citywide?
No, we weren't included in pay raises. We get no benefits, not that we're asking for benefits, but no, we got nothing.
So are you a full-time employee of the city? Are you considered full-time?
I was brought in part-time, working about 25 hours a week. I'm not sure which 25 hours that's supposed to be. I'm there, you know, Monday through Friday, a lot on Saturdays on the computer. So as far as working, it's a lot of it's done at home on computers, and we're only open 10 to 5 Tuesday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday. So right now, Chris works 12 hours a week. And any other hours is volunteer. Sheila, my assistant director, and I both put in anywhere between 50 and 60 hours a week just on research and promoting and going to different meetings to different cities. As you know, we had the traveling exhibit for the Smithsonian that was here. We had people come as far as Mississippi just to see why Sylacauga, being a rural town, is so important to us.
So, Miss Judy, because I don't have my, Cassie, hers is in here, right? Mine in my car. It's not in there?
Those are not in the budget.
I was thinking it was.
That's just department heads. I mean, our departments, not our entities.
All right.
Last year our salary was set at 50,000. So,
But you got an increase on something, we increased something, because I thought you got level funded, wasn't it like $60,000, because you got an increase on something last year?
no, the 60,000 was just, what we've actually been working on. We did, I think the increase, we went from, when I first took over, it was 49.5 as far as salary goes. And then we took the tax cut where you brought everybody down and with a incentive to revisit in April. And the museum was never revisited. We were left at 49.5.
I remember us going from 50, I thought, to 65 one year. I don't know if it was,
This package is last year's allocation.
I specifically remember that though, because I remember her asking for it. It was the year you asked for the landscaping stuff.
Right, and we didn't follow through with the landscaping, so we didn't get that. But we were brought from 49.5 to 50,000 for the salaries, and then $10,000 for appropriations. That's where the $60,000 came
I
from.
knew it was something. So the increase that you're asking for now, what is that total dollar amount of the increase that you're asking above what you were funded last year?
$13,000.
Yeah, it's about 13, is it 13,000? And this is total, all this you're asking for is just salaries, right?
Mhm.
All right, okay. Do you have anything requested in the capital budget?
I do, I'm going to meet with Cassie, Thursday to drop off the paperwork. I turned paperwork in previously, but apparently that's not to be found right now. And so I've got the paperwork actually with me tonight, and I was gonna meet with Cassie so that after the first of the year, we could get on the agenda.
All right. And what was the thing you were asking for in capital?
The capital, you mean for the bond money?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not asking for anything in capital.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Well, thanks for presenting, tonight. And I know it was kind of like, last minute, but thanks for being prepared and being willing to go ahead and, answer our questions and give us this information.
Okay.
And then, we've made notes, and then we are gonna consider your request, and we'll let you know what happens.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions or?
I just appreciate everything y'all do, Miss Judy, because the museum, you know, I'm from the high school to the middle school, and the museum parking lot's always full, whether it be our teachers or it be, you guys having something go on. So I appreciate all the hard work you guys do.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I have a few questions. Just for a history lesson for me, really, and maybe for citizens out there that aren't familiar. The museum takes, how many visitors would you say you have a year? Do you keep records of those?
Yeah, we do, and I would have had a number for you tonight if I had got that together. I can tell you in June, for the month of June, we had 650 some visitors come through the museum. That was for the Smithsonian event. But I mean, our numbers have gone up so high. I mean, today, it being a Tuesday, I know we've got a market event going on in the museum, but I mean, we probably had 45 people today come through and not only shop, but visit, and those weren't all locals. You know, so those were people who just.
Miss Judy, how many come through during the Gomer Pyle celebration you had?
We have people come as far away as Texas, but you're probably talking a couple of hundred.
Yeah.
They come from Huntsville, Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, so it's a pretty good crowd they have.
Okay, my next question is, this is more maybe for city council, is she a quasi-department of Sylacauga? What is our relationship with the Common Museum?
I don't think anybody actually understands, because I've always been under the impression that you were like the library and park and rec, but you just sat here and told me that you're not even
She kinda got left out in the cold.
They
Well-
don't get benefit, y'all don't receive benefits.
We don't
or
receive any
but I
benefits.
know that, but I always thought she did though. That's why
It's our building, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's our
Uh-huh.
building.
It's a city building.
Employees are separate.
I didn't realize that, and I'm sorry, Miss Judith, I didn't realize that you guys weren't a part of,
Us.
well, not,
Go on and say it, I mean,
she is a part of us, she is.
we're part of the department.
But she doesn't get any of the benefits that any other city employees get, like the library or the Parks and Rec.
So she gets what we call appropriations.
Yes,
That's right.
No.
to run our building.
Something else we have to remember is we may start incorporating the Gants Quarry Post Office into our tours. We go out there on, based upon request, but that building is being remodeled right now. It's been painted, the windows have been finished, and once the Historical Commission is done with that building, redoing it, it'll be up for tours also. So we have quite a few people inquiring about that with the Gants Quarry too. So that's just another added duty to us.
Well, we do have a very big asset in our museum, and you've done a wonderful job, and I've enjoyed going out there, and I think we could do even more together as a city to highlight it, and also thank you for highlighting all the other assets that we have here in Sylacauga. We appreciate that.
Thank you, I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you, Ms.
for what
Judy.
you do.
Thank you.
Okay. Next on the agenda is discussion and related vote. Discussion that is necessary regarding outdated equipment previously utilized for public safety's radio and related radio tower no longer in use to be decommissioned from City of Sylacauga and transferred to Sylacauga Utilities Board and as is conditioned for destruction and disposal from location. Equipment is currently located on Sylacauga Utilities Board property that is slated to have a scope of work performed going to bid near the first of the year. Vote is time sensitive due to the need to address the equipment located near the work site in some manner prior to bid. If approved, equipment would be removed from ownership by City of Sylacauga and transferred to Sylacauga Utilities Board to properly dispose of as needed, either in pre-preparation of or in conjunction with the scope of work of the property.
I'm good.
Is there any information on that topic, or like what these radios are, or?
Cass the information.
Now, ma'am, it is a set of equipment that does not have any serial numbers, any kind of information in a dilapidated structure near the water tower that's on Hillside Drive. They are gonna be taking down that water tower, and so it's in the way of being able to take that down. It's things that have not been used in, I know, at least 2 decades. So it's just anything that goes along with that system. It used to be a radio tower there and radio generator and equipment that ran our ambulance service, police department, fire department, all of that. But it's not been in use.
Cromer, y'all don't use none of that, do you?
No, we had quit using that system. We were the last one that used it when Career Communications went out. Nobody left to work on radios, so we had to do away with it.
Okay.
Any questions on that, guys? Any more questions? All right, next item, discussion and related vote. Discussion that is necessary regarding contract for financial consultant services rendered by John Ham during the upcoming 2026 calendar year. Vote is time sensitive due to the current contract ending at the close of 2025 contract year. Contract, if approved, would account for services effective January 1st, 2026. And this is just us continuing our contract through the calendar year of 2026 for Mr. Ham,
That's right.
for the same services, right? Y'all have any questions on that?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Next item, discussion only, discussion that is necessary regarding St. John Street property by City Attorney Wayne Livingston and Mr. McKenzie regarding recommended resolution to address extended care of property and property ownership. Property for discussion, parcel ID 27-04-19-3-001-00-011.000. Legal description, Lot 1, BOK 5, Avondale Mills, SEC Incorporated, Sylacauga.
Everybody has a map except the rear.
I got one.
Good, okay. Now, this one. The bar is what.
You doing all right tonight, Mr. McKenzie?
I'm good. How you all doing?
Good.
The in yellow is what Mr. McKenzie is having to maintain since then. And actually, you're.
And this is zoned in the city limits? City limits?
Yes, in the city limits.
It's in the yes.
Now, my property's in the county. That property, the city owns in the city.
Yeah, it's
Just
my
the only-
district.
Yeah,
So the corner piece is in the
it's
city
in the
limits?
city limits. Yeah.
Reggie and I got together, on the phone earlier this week and again today, and, we determined, I was able to determine from him what he was maintaining. This next to the real estate that Avondale sold to his family in 1960. He's been, he can speak to how much, what they've done better than I can, so I'll let him speak in just a minute. But they have been in possession of it. He's not claiming that they have a right to own it, because you can't adverse possession against the city. However, there was some adverse possession before Avondale sold it to the city. So all that is be considered in deciding, and that they didn't pay taxes until the city got that deed from Avondale. So he's going to explain all of that. And then if you have any questions, from there, I'll be happy to answer them. But I'll let, Reggie tell you what they've done with the real estate.
Thank you, Attorney Livingston, to the mayor and city council. Thank you all for allowing me to come before you again. Attorney Livingston he even chastised me. I looked at a letter back in 2012 and told me I didn't show up for a meeting. So he's been all over this and trying to help the city come to some kind of solution. And this has been, my dad worked for Avondale for 50 years. All my brothers and my sister worked at Avondale Mills. I only worked 1 year, and I decided I was going to go and finish college. I didn't want to come back and do that. So, but I think that property at some point was deeded to my dad. We have no records of that. But there was a building, I don't know if y'all seen all the pictures. There was a building on that property that we had removed, and we've been maintaining that property for at least 55 years. For 18 years or so, we was paying taxes on that property as well. Now, when the city deeded it, when Avondale deeded it to the city, but the city stopped charging us taxes for it. So I don't know, something got mixed up or confused at some point. But when it was deeded, given to the city, and I think y'all paid $10 for that. And over the years, we probably, if we had to pay somebody to take care of that property, probably somewhere $160,000 based on my calculation, not counting the removal of that building. So what I'm asking is that based on, and also what we found out, that property is even on our property, the other property that we do know we own outright, the other lot. So it's the deed is kind of messed up as well. So that property that Avondale had is still on the property that we know we own. So that has to be corrected. But I think the simple solution would be for the city to decide that I can purchase that land, and I think $10 probably be a good price because y'all got it, all the other acres for $10 or less, or come up with some kind of solution. But I think that will solve all the other issues based on the survey, how the land is laid out, and for our 55 years of taking care of that property, and also the removal of that building. And even when the city assumed that, the city in 2008, the city has not taken care of that property. They haven't asked to take care of it. I've been through 3 mayors coming to the city council and asking for something to be done. So we need a solution to it. So whatever the solution is, I'm willing to be reasonable as well. And like I said, Attorney Livingston has just been all over this and trying to help me and help the city come to some kind of solution. And hopefully, I know some of you are new on the council, so hopefully, in early 2026, we can get this solved where I can start driving from Huntsville and trying to get this resolved. So, any other questions that you may have?
I think
have a
we-
question.
Go ahead.
My question is, to Mr. Nguyen. Mr. Livingston, if we go through with this, I know it's probably, I really hate to ask it because it's really hypothetical and I don't like to do hypotheticals. But, is there anything else out there that could tie, if we do this, could tie us to litigation or anything that?
Not in that area that I know anything about, and he, Kenneth, his brother was paying taxes on it, and perhaps had a deed before Avondale, long before Avondale deeded it to Sylacauga. And it shows on the tax records that he paid the taxes like he was saying his brother did. And so, more than likely.
So we know there was a deed somewhere at some point in time.
Yeah, that's
in
what
all
I'm
this.
gonna say, they just didn't record the deed, and that's what's helped cause the problem. Now, I don't know that they had a deed, there's no way to know, but the logical solution, or the logical answer to it would be that they had a deed, or they wouldn't have been paying taxes on it.
And I think that probably with the 60+ acres, there's probably no other condition in the city like this one. You know, this one is pretty unique, and you know, I know probably most of that property probably wouldn't have this kind of situation. And it's not even, what, an acre, I don't know how big it is. Yeah, way less than an acre.
And in addition to that, you know, based on what Reggie just said, you know, I've been practicing for 50 years, I don't ever remember anything similar to this, other than owners going after each other, not after the city or somebody that owns it.
I have two questions. Mr. McKenzie, what year did you and your family stop paying the taxes? Was it, you said 2008?
The year that you all, when it was deemed to you all, that's when the taxes were stopped paying. I think, and I think that one probably shows in the 90s, we couldn't track it all the way back, but it was a period, I think early 90s probably, and I don't know why it happened like that. But when my dad passed away, I tried to find all the information on that property, and I could not find where it was deeded to him. But the city let us take care of it for 55 years. So I know we had some discussion about a contract for people cutting grass, so, but we never had anybody to come down to take care of that property since I can remember.
So, Mr. McKenzie, according to these documents we have, these property tax documents, it says, your family stopped paying the taxes in 1998. Do you have some sort of documentation that says you paid it through 2008?
I don't know, I think it's some time before then too, but I don't have, we could track, that's the only thing we could find.
So you couldn't find anything after 1998 as well?
No, I haven't dug into it like that, but I think that was the latest that we had when we was researching. So even if it was, I mean, we paid taxes probably, how many years was that?
At some point. Well, only thing I see, what is this, 3 years? This is the furthest it goes back to 1996.
Yes.
So it says that, yeah, you guys paid it, for 3 years. My next question, I guess, is for Wynn, and Greer may have this, this answer. What was, have you calculated these?
No, I haven't.
You know what I'm gonna ask, don't you?
I haven't calculated them
The
either,
city
but
doesn't pay taxes.
it
I know it, but still though, it still is a property tax
You
value,
can see the assessed value at the far right.
yeah.
Column there.
But still it'll have to go all the way back to,
Well, Tiffany, it's hard to, even in the tax office, to go back farther than that 98.
but now, we wouldn't have to go back further than 98 to get the number I was looking for.
No, I know, but I'm talking about as far as them paying it for how many
And this
years.
is the one that they pay. This is what we would charge, this column.
And I don't know why it changed at whatever point. I don't know if the Avondale said, hey, you know, something's not right. Or the city said something's not right.
My question is, do you have a home on the site that you own now?
I do. And it should be in the pictures. I see, do we have a picture?
Those pictures are the house that's there now? Is anyone living in that house?
You have those secret passes.
Yeah, the house
And that's a whole new picture from an area view.
where the garage,
That's, it's not a garage, John, it was a carport at first.
Does anyone live in the house now?
Yes, my nephew, this family-owned house, and when my dad died, of course, I assumed the property and the house and all. So it was,
now this picture here is the house.
yeah, that was a kindergarten, that's why I went to kindergarten, and then over the years, it was an event center. And then Avondale would never do anything with it. That's why I thought, once my daddy had it removed and we took it out of property, I thought they had given it to him, because he still worked there at the time.
Do you know if there's any, city utilities running through that property, like sewer or water?
I'm sure sewer is.
Cause I knew they run the new sewer and all, the utility board did through there.
Well, we don't have no new. What we got there is old because they ran it all the way from one end to the community to the other. So, but it's old because I've had issues with my property because of that. And the guy told me that, because the way they set it up is gonna always be a problem because they all connected. So it's not new, but it is a sewer there, I'm
Well,
sure.
a few years ago, the reason I'm asking this
Mhm.
is I was helping the contractor put new sewer and all in for utility board,
Right.
and, I was hauling rock in there too.
Mm-hmm.
They put new sewer line, new manholes, all the way through there, and then it goes under the road and goes in behind where Walmart's at.
But not that property. They didn't do it there. This is down in Walco. You know, you got it used to be a swimming pool. You got another church building down there now. You
Yeah.
come around that curve.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, they didn't do any work down there. Not any. When you're talking about Walmart, that's across the highway. That's a whole different area.
Well, it come through right behind that property, this property right here.
Because
Because I
Walmart,
remember going behind, we was behind this old building here.
how long ago that was? That building's been torn down for probably 30 years, 40 years now.
The old event center.
Yeah, well, that building there been torn down for probably 40 years.
But the event center's still there?
No, nothing is there.
Probably thinking of the church.
You thinking about the church?
Yeah, the church beside it.
Yeah.
Or behind
That's
it.
about, it's over to
I'm
the
just
side.
trying to get my bearings straight.
Yeah, that's that church, when you come around the curve, the church owns, well, I don't know if the church owns it, I guess the city still owns that, do you all still own that? Probably.
I'm not 100%.
You don't think so? Okay. Probably not.
We own
So
property.
I think the simple solution is come up with, either I buy it, or it's given to the family, to me, or whatever, I just want it solved. And just, like I said, Attorney Livingston, on the legal side, I don't know about the legal ramifications, but I don't think, there's another situation like mine that we have. And, like I say, I thought because my dad moved out and, we have that building removed and take care of the property, I thought we owned it.
What are your plans for it, Mr. McKenzie? Like, if we were to go through with this, like, what are your plans for the property?
I don't have, my plans is to just keep it, I'm gonna keep the house. We have family reunions, just keep the property to do that. I don't have any plans to build on it or anything.
Would you be opposed to annexing your property into this for
It
maybe
used to
something
be,
less?
all that used to be in the city got rid of us.
Yes.
They de-annexed us in the
Yeah,
city.
we made
That's
it
why
nice
that's
and
the only
city.
property that's still in the city. Cause we
Yes.
were city, but now we're county. So I don't have any problems with that, but,
But did you hear everything she said?
I heard the first part.
We
What was the
would,
rest?
we would deed the property to you, agreeing that you would annex your other property into the city limits. And then we would negotiate a better price than what we know is the assessed value that's owed, that has been paid, which is $10,840. And you had said you'd be comfortable with 10, but maybe we could come somewhere less than that if you're willing.
Oh, I
to
said
annex it.
$10.
Oh, I thought you said 10,000 too.
I said $10.
They said $10.
Cause y'all got it for
Then
$10.
definitely, then definitely.
61 acres. Y'all got it for $10. But what I'm saying, if I had to build a city for taking care of that property for 55 years, you all would owe me $160,000, not counting what it was to take the building down. And you all assume all the, I know it was given to you all, but now it's you all's issue.
Yeah. And what she's saying is, and I get it, because I mean, I understand, thank you so much for doing what you did. And we should have been better about taking care of our stuff. But what Greer is asking is if we were to agree to deed this property to you, I don't even know what the price would be. Would you be willing in that agreement to annex this property into the city limits?
I'll be willing to consider that. It used to be city. I don't know why we would be having it.
Not this property, the property he owns, the adjacent.
That's all of it, that's,
Yeah, she's a
Property
property
that's
right
owned right next
That's
to
correct,
it.
that he owns now.
That they
In
took.
other words,
They do
just
both.
make it a,
One parcel.
one parcel. That'd be an option, make it one parcel.
so I think we are open, what y'all say? I missed it.
Well, I was look at the property value on the
Yeah.
tax map.
And, I'm looking to assess value.
$460.
23. What that says.
But even with that,
Value is 23.
but even with that though, if it was still annexed in, that would have been the amount that would have been paid over the years for the tax. So what are y'all saying? Tell me what you're talking about. What are you thinking?
The only worry I have is what we discussed earlier is, I would be fine with the assessed value. But when I asked when,
Yeah.
could you have any ramifications of anybody else bringing the same thing to the city?
But I think the only thing
I don't
that
think
said,
so, based on what they've done with it and that kind of thing. I don't think there's anybody else out there that can prove what he's saying.
Yeah.
and the thing that sets them aside is it is recorded that that family was paying taxes on it. So this is a separate situation from anything else. So, I don't have an issue with it. I'm good either way. I just wanna make sure we're all on the same page, with whatever we decide. So,
Whatever y'all
We're
decide.
not voting on this tonight, are we?
we're not, so are we gonna, so when, let's see,
Why don't I put a proposal together for you all to consider and y'all come back?
you should have had that tonight, Mr. McKenzie.
Well, I didn't know I was on the agenda. First of all, I drove from Huntsville. I found out when I was on my way, I was on the agenda.
Okay.
I was coming to the meeting tonight. I didn't know I was gonna be on the agenda.
Well, this worked out
Well,
then.
it worked out, but, I have, like I said, I have an easy solution. I'm willing to pay, but my family has paid 55 years. And, you all assumed a problem that was not yours. And I think it's only fair to me and the family that we come up with a reasonable, solution to this. And because of that property is already on my property, it's a problem anyway. So that has to be fixed. The deed that you all have is on my property.
Okay.
What percentage would you say is?
Probably
encroaching on
1,000
property?
feet. I don't remember. We just have a big, pecan tree that's cut down. So that's how I kind of got separated. But yeah, it's probably 1,000 feet over into my property.
So get the proposal together. It's easier for us to consider something when we got something in front of us. So get the proposal together. I know it's the holidays. So, and I like to deal in deadlines. So when should we expect that proposal? Because I think our next meeting is what, January the 6th? But so that means he would have to have a proposal to us by, what is that Wednesday before that, Cassie? And you just tell me if this works. If it doesn't work, you tell me.
You say tomorrow. It works.
That would be the 31st.
Is what?
The 31st.
So can you have us something to Mr. Livingston by, December?
If he's not going on vacation.
He said he already got it. So if he already got it, doesn't matter. So it gives him
Well, he
from
can
now.
email it to Win, so that's fine.
Yeah, so from now to December the 31st, December 31st being the deadline. You get something over to Mr. Livingston so he can get to us, and then we'll have you on the, agenda for the January the 6th meeting. Y'all agree with that? We do, and that way we can, you wanna add something, Mr. Mayor?
Well, it's more of a personal question. Say your son owns a house currently.
No, but I own the
You
house,
own it, but he.
but my nephew lives there.
Okay, does he have children?
Yes,
Okay, school age?
yes.
You thinking like Grimm, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
We're on the same page. So that's why, but once he get us something and we can, look over it, I think you and Grimm, y'all got y'all thinking.
And I kinda like that idea.
All right, so but just get, the proposal, so December 31st is the deadline to have something over to, Mr. Livingston.
Okay.
So that we can have something, to consider.
We'll do that. All right, thank y'all very much.
So, and also too, before that January the 6th meeting, once we get that proposal, we'll be then able to talk to Mr. Livingston so we can tell you if, yeah, everybody will have their input
Right.
in it. So we can, get our counter together.
All right. Thank
That
y'all.
sounds good, y'all?
Sounds
Thank you,
good.
Mr.
All
McKenzie.
right, thank you.
Thank y'all. Alright. So next item, it says revised vote only administrative correction, required to approve resolution 87-2025 and resolution 88-2025 related to the prior approval during the November 6, 2025 city council meeting of agenda items 18-23. Action was appropriately approved, but missing the related resolution needed to be approved. And this is just something we've already done, we just gotta correct it, Cassie.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
thought it was two things.
It is, that was just talking about resolution 87 will.
So you just put them
address,
together.
Resolution
Okay,
88 will address.
all right, and the next, so that's it on the work session agenda, and everything else that's listed is the stuff that we're gonna take action on. I do have a few questions, and we also need to, schedule our next, work session for appropriations. And I think you told me today, Cassie, there was 20?
There's 20,
All right.
roughly.
Mayor, have you already, met with all the appropriations and did your once over before it comes to us?
No, we've gone through our department heads, and, I reckon some of the allocations, we've not done capital or,
Appropriations and contracts.
Okay, so how do you wanna handle it as far as you doing your once over, tell me what you,
What was the question? I was writing something down.
oh, so we wanna go ahead and schedule our next, work session, cause usually the way we do it with the appropriations, and y'all, like, everybody, like, if it doesn't work, say it, like, that's why we're doing everything in the meeting. If it doesn't work, please say it, so we can all come up with something that works for everybody. We usually do the appropriations, we add them like to the work session, or we do those during the week, just add a couple of hours after, you know what I'm saying, on the work day, and do those, and just break them up, because they don't take as long as the departments.
Right.
We already got like our meat and potatoes out of the way, so now I hate to say this, I shouldn't have said that out loud, I was gonna say now we can do our
You
sides.
said it.
I did say it, y'all are not sides, y'all are very important, so.
I'll forget the next phase.
In my mind, and council, you can disagree with me if you want to, until the mayor has a chance to meet with everyone, there's no need in us meeting with them.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, yeah.
If you want like a timeline perspective, I would say the second February meeting. Are you asking for a timeline, like y'all can vote on it?
Not vote on it for, because we have to sit down and do the appropriations like we did the departments.
Yeah.
So we gotta sit down and do,
So, yeah, those weeks prior to the second meeting is when I would suggest that.
I'm in touch and go in January,
Yeah.
so I will not, I can't
you
really.
can't hold that baby in another month.
I know, that's what I was thinking, I was like, you know, kind
And
of.
look, and after first year, I would ask the council if, y'all would give me a little grace, because I probably won't be able to get here till either right at 5 or 6 when we go to meet with the appropriations, and I know you can't get to town till what, 4?
And once February
And then
hits,
that's-
I'll be in the same boat.
That's
But Laura,
right.
what we'll do, I thought we had a deadline, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought we had a deadline for January, Mr. Mayor, to get it passed. What's our deadline to get this budget passed?
We've not set any deadline. I mean, I know what John and I, and Mr. Lamb, what we're trying to do, but we've not put any artificial deadline on it.
Well, it needs to be done.
I know we want to
Yeah,
try to do it by the end of
We're working
January.
on it. It's not that it's not being worked on,
Yeah.
it's just it
No.
takes that time.
I know, I just wanna make sure we just schedule stuff that's around everybody's schedule, that's it, I
Mr.
just like to
Mayor,
plan.
when you get through with, what's your next, y'all done a real good job with department heads, cutting and whatnot. And I really commend you and your team on that with making sure our money is where it's supposed to be. The next is appropriation. Well, you think when he gets done with his appropriations, he could call you and says, hey, we're done, and you get with the rest of us and try to set up a meeting?
That's not gonna take near the time.
Right.
that The line item by line item for each
Yeah.
department.
That's
Well,
right.
let me say what I'm trying to do then. Maybe I should have started with that. I'm trying to get, a couple of hours added to the next, council meeting so that we can go ahead and get at least half of the appropriations on there. And then the next meeting in, January, we can do the other half.
Think it's doable?
But this is the thing, so we can do it, I really would like for us to do it so that January the 6th meeting, we can't start at 4 because we do have jobs. So we start at 5, but everybody knows those first couple of hours, we are gonna go through the appropriations, and then we'll go into the work session. We'll just make that a part of the work session, so it'll be a little longer. And then we schedule another meeting in between, before we have that second meeting in January. So we can do the other 10 appropriations. How does that sound?
That's fine.
Okay, all right. So we can do the other half of the appropriations and the capital.
And since it's a work session, I can join by phone like we
Yeah.
did previously with Ashton and
That's
others,
fine.
All right, so how does that sound?
That
So
sounds-
we're gonna, we still can't start to 5, but make the appropriations part of the work
We'll
session.
just stay a little
And you're
late.
saying January 6th?
Mhm. And then, on January the 6th, we'll schedule a meeting before our next council meeting to do the other half of the appropriations and go over capital. That's good, y'all?
That sounds good.
Okay, so just know it'll be a long night.
Be a long January.
Well, it's okay, it's gonna be.
It'll all work out.
All right, I got a couple of things, Mayor. I wanted, I think I asked you before the meeting, and I wanna ask Cromer, he's out there, he's back there high now. Do we have an update on the Brickyard Road Bridge?
We're done with it.
So it's been taken care of, or has it been taken care of just like last time, and we're waiting on the utility, was it the utility board?
I mean, we got signed off on it back in April, end of April. The bridge inspector signed off on it, said it was good to go.
All right,
The
so,
only thing that's missing is the guardrail, and I've met with the utility board, and they're kind of back and forth on what they're gonna do with their sewer line. They're not gonna remove their sewer line like we had hoped. But they're in the wet season now, so they can't get any contractor in there to fix that being in the sewer line.
so, how do I need to address it as far as people calling, me about it? This,
I can't put up the guardrail until
Yeah.
they finish what they're gonna do.
okay, all right. My next thing is, and, I'm gonna get, Jason to help me with this one, is, 400 North Main Avenue. That driveway, I know we both were over there one day, it's a driveway, and it goes into, a residential area, but the driveway is a city, it's called a utility easement. So the city still owns the property. So the city still owns the property, and the lady has to have like a nurse that comes in. And nobody wants to go because that driveway is so bad on the cars. And then even my car sits up high, so I went in the driveway, drove out of it, and my car still scrubs. So she's asking, and we've been working on this. Reed was helping me work on this before he retired, but of course, when he retired, we didn't work on it anymore. So I'm trying to see how can we take care of this issue, because technically it is the city's responsibility, and the citizen is saying if we take care of it, she'll pay to have it closed off. She says she'll pay to have it closed off if the city just fix it. So,
It's the property, you turn off North Main onto 4th Street, it's the driveway to the left of the first.
is that it, Jason? Yes.
We put, buildings on it, which would be sufficient for a driveway.
Well, what happened is I went back over there, the rain, it just ran down. The millers ran down. So it's not like we hadn't done anything. We have tried a couple of things, and everything we did, it just didn't work out. So we did a lot of things. So she's still upset about it, and I just don't know how to handle it. And I mean, after just driving in it and then coming out of it, I see what she's talking about. And Jason,
I've not looked at it as far as, if it's, as far as on the plot. I was told to go fix it, we put buildings on it,
Yeah.
and I mean, if y'all want to concrete it, I mean, that would be you open up a can of worms.
Is
And that's
that,
what she wants.
Kenny, if I can ask Jason, is it cause I've not put eyes on it, is it something that can be asphalted? Is it something that can be paved? Like, how many, are we talking about from this wall to here? I mean, what yardage or footage are we looking at?
It's literally a driveway. I don't know, and maybe what her issue is she wants us to go deeper into the property.
Yeah.
But what we maintain, what we fixed was when you turn off of 4th Street
All right,
and start up, we went to the top of the hill because it goes up as a utility easement and then it turns into her yard.
And it used to be a whole road, but they closed half of it off, but they still got the half that goes to where the other two houses are.
and I'm just throwing this out there, but on the city side of this, okay? On the city side of it, because we do need to be in the business of property value increase, not decrease. We still have about $67,000 from that resurfacing project that could potentially go to something like that. So I don't, without knowing yardage or size or cost or anything, we could get Michael to look at it.
You would have to be paying a mobilization fee and engineering fees. You know, the $67,000 won't get the payment crew back in. I mean, most times your mobilization fees are $100,000 just to get it, because they are completed.
I don't know if they've officially closed out or not. I know they may have gone, but, I mean.
It's 400,000.
They-
It's not
they've
that
done-
big.
They've done some
If
patch.
you give me her, if you'll send me her contact information, I'll actually go meet with her. But like I said, from what I can visualize in my head, what she wants is when the alleyway goes up, it goes straight in, and then her driveway comes off of it. And that's what they're fixed is.
If it doesn't require a large team, I mean, that money's still sitting there and it's dedicated to asphalting and resurfacing.
It's not that far. It's probably like,
Thing is you need to figure, I need to get with her and figure out exactly what but if you're talking about the paving, once it turns off that right of way, you're getting into a civil issue.
Because we can't get on private property.
Right,
Yeah.
and I have people who are after, wanting theirs paved as well off of 4th Street.
I think what it is, but this one is
It is an alleyway.
yeah, but I think it's just the issue when you come out of the driveway, like it is. And the issue is the nurses don't want to go because it's tearing up their cars. So they don't even want to go, and you really can't park on the side of the street because the street ain't but this wide. So you can't park on the side of the street. So, and then also too, I don't know what to tell her as far as she said, if we just pave it, I don't know, or put concrete down, I don't know what the issue is, I'm just saying stuff because I'm probably wrong. She said she'll pay to have it closed. So she's willing to like meet us halfway. If y'all do this, then I'll pay to have it closed, and now it's my responsibility.
That's worth some investigation of looking into,
Yeah,
I think.
it's more, there's more to it than just us
Yeah.
talking.
Okay,
If you give me her contact, or whoever
I will.
contacting you, I'll look at it and actually meet with them. Like I said, I think what they're wanting is where their driveway turns off the alley.
Okay. And my next thing is 109 South Nashville Avenue, and you're probably familiar with that street. So that street is really, really bad, and I got pictures of that as well. It didn't get added to the paving list, and Reed told us that it was something we could do in-house. And we've actually been trying to work on this for like 3 or 4 years.
That's a concrete bridge, huh?
I don't know. No, it's asphalt. It's asphalt. And y'all are always out there doing something to it, but it's so bad now. I don't know. Miss Geraldine wearing me out. She's like,
What address is it?
it's 109 South Nashville
I
Avenue.
know exactly where you're talking.
Yeah,
I'm very familiar.
it's bad. It's real bad.
Yes.
So,
I don't know, when you come at me.
well, I'm just looking at you because you're I'm talking to the mayor. I'm just looking at you because you're the person to blame, not to blame. But
I gotta look at it, I can look at it tomorrow, that's all I can tell you.
You need to get your District 2 people to check.
no, I don't. My District 2 people voted us here to take care of this. I told them to give me a few minutes, and it's been a few minutes. So, anyway.
Once, as far as planning goes on this type of stuff right here, we just finished, or, the resurfacing project, okay? There's still money left in there, but from a planning perspective, we see where that resurfacing project got us. And what we're talking about are remaining issues. And so we put our plan together. I mean, we're budgeting right now. And these are things that can be planned out, and put on a schedule so that our citizens know, hey, I may not get it this month, but it's coming at this time frame. So that's something, I've been here 6 weeks, but that's how I would go about approaching this with Kenny and the street department and putting that plan together and developing it.
And I think that's all my people want, and they'll appreciate that, as long as they know it's on the list. Cause they've been really patient, they have.
Yeah.
So,
Ms. Geraldine has.
yeah, and, Ms. Chambers. So that's all I'm asking is like, just let me know or let them know what we can do, or if we can't do anything, tell them that too. So at least they know we're not gonna do anything. So they won't have any expectations, but hopefully we can do something.
That's good.
At one time, we had that list of streets that was published. Is there a way to get an update to that list of what actually was done? And that way we can publish.
Everything was done on that.
Is needed,
Yeah,
left to
but
do.
this wasn't added. This was something that I was told we could do in-house.
Cause it was so small.
Yeah, because we can do it in-house. We had the material. But everything on that list was done. We even had some change left over. That's what he's talking about. We had some monies left over.
They've done patchwork too.
Yeah.
Y'all did $25,000.
So all the paving was done on that list that Mr. Okay.
And two, Mr. Mayor, I wonder, since that money was left over, I wonder can it be, maybe if these are things we can do in-house, maybe we can allocate that to something bigger, like a bigger project for that amount, maybe, or help do one of our bigger things that we're planning for. So, but that's it. So it's the 109 South Nashville Avenue and the 400 North Main
I got
Avenue.
them both wrote down, I'll look at them tomorrow.
Thank you, Cromer, I appreciate that. Also too, I was gonna ask you guys to give us some updates on your liaison assignments. And me being the person who's been pushing this, I actually missed my park and rec assignment. I'm so sorry, Steve, I didn't even know we had a meeting. But I was able to go to the, BOE in place of Greer. I think Nate, you went to the,
Look, Madam President, you done sent me all over the city. I've been to the nuisance abatement, we discussed, we're gonna do some, changes. There's gonna be some changes made to their, bylaws because they're not actually in line with the code. The mayor and, their chairman, Mr. Clark, we talked about this at the last meeting, Mr. Randy. I think you was at the ice skating rink, but, and Josh is gonna get with the mayor and they're going to talk about the bylaws and they're going to, kind of line it up with the way the code is, because we're not in line like we want to be. Not that we're doing anything wrong, we just want to be in line with that. Went to Coosa Valley Medical Center, everything's running smoothly there. They've actually got a good report on their audit. They're fixing to get started with their behavior unit. They're fixing to add more people to our economy and more people to the hospital. So we've got a housing authority meeting tomorrow. So I'm sure it's just normal business. It usually is this time of the year. They usually run pretty smooth. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
you had some news about the housing authority. Last meeting you said, and then you didn't tell us. You said, I gotta tell y'all something.
Well, it's not, I didn't know if y'all needed to, know who I'm going to appoint to the housing authority. I just handled that with the executive director.
Yeah.
I have a question, in regards to nuisance and abatement. Nuisance and abatement has been for residential property, and I'd like to know how the city handles nuisance and abatement when it comes to our businesses.
I think it's all over.
It's all of it.
It's all of
It's
them.
everywhere.
It's not,
We're not just residential.
Okay, good to
We're
know.
everybody.
I will say this, and Mr. Clark, Randy's correct on that. Given what happened with the last commercial effort, okay, with the demolition and the unexpected cost, I've asked, Officer Coleman to focus on residential until we have a better process in place to nail that on the commercial side, so that we avoid that unexpected costs moving forward, so.
That's a good idea.
We're not out of the commercial demolition, but we just kind of put a pause on it. We're gonna focus on getting the process down consistently for residential. We're shooting for 1 per month. I think once the process is streamlined, we can probably end up doing more than 1 per month. But when we get that process consistent, then we'll probably start venturing back out to commercial and just make sure that we avoid that circumstance that we had to address.
Reports and stuff can still be
That's what I was
filed.
gonna say.
We're just gonna wait till we got some things in place before we attack.
Correct.
The current,
Thank you.
was their terms of the people we appointed?
That's what I was gonna say next, it is.
That's it,
That's what I was gonna ask. too.
that's in the bylaws. We need to hold up on it till we redo
I mean,
the
I'd rather
bylaws.
keep Mr. Clark as my,
Right,
But-
but we need to hold up on the bylaws because there's gonna be some change in there, and then when they get their bylaws, it'll be presented to the
okay,
council.
because I wasn't sure, because I believe I have an open, my other spot for District 5, it's open.
Well, I think that was the thing that Nate was talking.
We're in the process of going from 10 to 5.
So that's one of the
Okay.
things.
10 is terrible.
I think we need
I
one
mean, it's a
representative
good
for
thing
each
for the
district.
citizens, but as far as coming to meetings and getting things done, it is hard to get 10 people in there at one time. So that's why we're trying to go from 10 to 5.
And I mean, I know you're my representative for District 5, and I'm, you know,
And our sole purpose of the nuisance and abatement is to hold the property owners responsible for their property.
And that's what drew my
Yeah.
question, because I
Whether
wanted
it's
to know what
commercial
kind
or
of team.
residential.
Yeah.
Mr. Clark, if you got some more to say, can you come up to the microphone?
That's all.
That's it.
That's all.
I
I'm
just
like
want
Nate,
to,
I'm pretty
you know,
loud.
make sure we have ordinances in place to address the downtown area, the downtown businesses that are boarded up.
Yeah.
Stuff is in the windows, just like you would for somebody that can't put it out in the street, but fortunately, they can't put it out on the street. But at the same time, we really do need to address those issues.
That was discussed in that last meeting, and I've had individual conversations with Officer Coleman about downtown. If the budget allows, if we're fortunate enough to move forward with something like Main Street, Alabama, then we may realize more grant opportunities to address the downtown vacant issues. And it might be a situation, I know Margaret and I've had a couple of conversations, it might be something to our advantage on the municipality to purchase and own and renovate those properties.
other
And then-
cities do that,
And
yeah.
we transition those incubated businesses out of earth into those spaces. And then we would realize the sales tax from those businesses. So there's potential with those vacancies downtown.
Childersburg's done that, I know with several, yeah, their properties.
I just know that there are owners that are not even being receptive to offers of purchase.
Yeah.
And, but if they were made to keep their property up and their building and insurance, making sure they've got the right insurance that covers them. When we've got buildings that roofs are falling in and it's affecting the other property owners.
That's the good thing about Officer Coleman being in that position. He has experience with that very issue on the commercial side.
That's right.
So he's got some experience he can pull from.
Hey, Mayor, when you start that, and I'm sure it's gonna be great, will you shoot me an email just to keep me in the loop so I can keep some of the other merchants in the loop as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully all of us.
Then I'll forward it to y'all if it don't get to y'all.
You gonna get our liaison.
As far as the airport meeting is on Thursday that I'll be attending, I've reached out to IDB, Calvin Miller, and have not heard back from him as to when their next meeting is. And And Board of Education, I missed what you said.
So yeah, I went to the, Board of Education. I mean, they're busy as usual. I think basketball's in full swing. They had some recognition. So we had a few Teachers of the Year. And I think, I hope I don't say this wrong, Ms. Hartzell was the teacher that moved on to the next round. I think so. I think she was the one that moved on to the next round to be considered in the, I guess in the, I know I'm gonna say this wrong, in the grand prize or something like that. So,
State prize.
yeah, state prize. So, you know, we had like some teachers nominated for Teacher of the
My boss
Year.
keep me so busy, I don't know who nominated.
Yeah, so, I know my favorite from the, I can always say this, I love me some, Mr. Reynolds. So Mr. Reynolds was the one that was nominated from the high school. And then, but we had a teacher nominated at each school, so, and I think Ms. Hartzell was the one that got moved on to the next round. But there was somebody else too, though. It was a runner-up that got moved on. What was his name?
Miss Bates also from Pinecrest was.
Yeah. But what was the man, the teacher from, Nichols Lawson?
Justin Brown.
Yeah, so,
He
yeah,
advanced for secondary, and
Yeah.
partial advanced for elementary.
yeah, so that was exciting too.
I may be wrong, but Miss Hartzell is Chaplain Hartzell's wife.
That is, that's correct.
Oh, he's gone, so he missed, yeah, wow, yeah, so that was exciting though. So we have some wonderful, teachers and staff at, SHS, you know, or at the Sylacauga City Schools, minus some people.
And I would like to commend, Laura Strickland
You know,
on
say
the
minus some
Christmas
people.
parade. That parade was phenomenal, rain or shine,
Ah.
it turned out great. And on also her community partnership with the ice skating rink and everything else. I mean, she's done a phenomenal job this holiday season. Talking about the Christmas parade, rain or shine, he did a phenomenal job keeping it going, and it was wonderful.
I know we're very fortunate to still have Tim here, because I think he almost got carbon monoxide. That was so.
That was a little.
Your daddy's muffler was right in my face.
And next year, we plan to decorate our own float and have.
I'll get the trailer if y'all decorate it.
Yes, and we wanna win.
So no, it was fun though. Even though we got wet, it was still fun in the rain. So thanks, Laura. We had a good time. That's my second favorite parade thing. The first time was when we rode in that little car with your son. That's my favorite
Yes.
all-time parade experience. It was my
That little
favorite.
car, I couldn't do that little car again, I'm too big.
I would again if Laura's son gonna drive it. Count me in. I had the best time ever. So
It was-
thank you.
It was fun times.
Is that it for the work session, guys? Any more updates? Tim, you been in any of your liaison?
How's the
times?
planning commission doing? What's the latest?
Well, past meeting, we just went over some, looking at some ordinances and like, if we're doing things right, any change we can make.
And we are?
So so we're really not, the next meeting in January, I believe is when we're gonna get into the property out here by the, golf course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was my last meeting we left on
New
that.
development out there, the housing
What
development.
property we talking about?
Off Brook Road.
Off Brooks Road, you know where the, shop is for the golf course? Soon as you pass that road, it's all right on the left, turn on Brooks Road on the left.
They're already advertising it on Zillow. to
Yeah.
build.
Who's the developer?
I ain't got the paperwork.
Can we email that to you?
I'd like to see that. Also, I mean, is that gonna be District 1 or District 5?
District 1. It's on
Definitely
Zillow
would like to
though.
see that.
So I'm excited, guys. I think we're off to a great start. And just remember, if you can't make your liaison assignments, just let me know so we can get somebody to fill in for you, because, I think we all have the same goal to make sure everybody has representation
Sure.
this time. So it's not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna do the best we can to make sure, even if your liaison person can't come, you will have, some sort of representation, from the council and mayor, because the mayor's been helping us out with that too. So I think we got a pretty strong team so far, and
May I ask a question?
Earth usually does their board meetings where it can be online too, so that's very helpful.
May I ask a question?
yes.
Lake Howard Authority.
That's, we got the January, right? We got something in the works for January,
Okay.
right? That's what you said last
The next
time.
scheduled meeting for the Lake Howard Authority would be in January, I believe it's the third Wednesday.
Third Wednesday.
It was like the-
Their quarterly meeting.
Yeah, so we're trying to get everything back on schedule, like, Just get everything back on schedule and be great. And just send that out, just so everybody will know, because I think it's usually, at 4 p.m.
Time out.
They moved the time to 4 p.m.
Who did?
We did, you did too. You moved it.
At the last board meeting that they,
Because we
Okay.
couldn't get there in the middle of the day because we have,
I got a good boss, I can get there.
So,
What, where we talking about?
the Lake Howard Authority meeting.
so at Lake Howard Authority, who owns Lake Howard Authority? Who owns Lake Howard, first of all?
It's the,
Utilities board,
So the utility board owns it, and they own the land too, right?
correct.
And so the city council goes all together as a body to this meeting.
we're individuals. You have an individual vote just like you do here. So in that meeting on the third Wednesday or whatever, just write down all your questions and we'll get all of them answered in there because everybody's a vote, yeah.
There's other members. on it
I'd like
also.
to understand this.
Yeah, and that way we'll have everybody in front of us. We'll have the utility boards and the council and the mayor.
And I also would like to ask each of you, council members, if you would please write down your liaisons and the time and dates of your meetings of each of your,
Did you email them that packet I asked you to send them, the one you gave me? Yeah, so she'll email you guys the same,
because those are open meetings, correct?
yeah, so
Anybody can come.
and it's on there. The only thing about what she's gonna send you is not updated. The next thing is we have to advertise for the seat on the, Park and Rec. We need to advertise for that vacancy on Park and Rec, right?
Yes.
Are there any other vacancies that need to be advertised?
We do have some other vacancies, and I'm not really sure.
So Cassie, just check that. The only thing is the sheet that you're gonna get, Greer, you'll probably get another one in probably, 45 to 60 days because it's not updated. Some of those, seats have expired and they have the years on the outside of them. So you'll tell the ones that are expired or have not been updated because we have to advertise to fill those positions. So, I guess maybe starting the first of the year, we can advertise for those vacancy positions. All right. Okay, so we're ready to end the work session?
Yes.
All right, so, all right, so I'm gonna call the meeting to order at 6:21 p.m. Gonna do a roll call vote. Greer Bizignani.
Here.
I'm here. Nate Brewer.
Here.
Tim Vincent. Laura Barlow Heath.
Here.
All right, invocation was provided by Chaplain Hart Seal. All right, so now we're gonna stand for the pledge. I gotta write that down.
I'm trying to help my friend over, she's wounded. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Mayor Hubbard, do you have a report for us tonight?
Madam President, council members, thank you for the opportunity to provide tonight's update. Shared with you, I have a copy right here. Shared with you a copy of Michael Rice's update on street resurfacing numbers, Lake Louise project, Pleasant Ridge and Arrowhead drainage projects, and the Old Birmingham Highway and James Payton Boulevard traffic light update. So you'll find all that information in that handout right there for his update. Highway 280 traffic signal update. I spoke with AlDOT today. They directed me to the contractor. And when I spoke with the contractor today, he informed me they are awaiting approval from AlDOT about installing advanced detection sensors for the main road, the east and west part of Highway 280. The side roads and the left turns are already operable there as they should be, okay? Once approved by AlDOT, the contractor estimated that it's gonna take 8 weeks for shipping, delivery, installation of these advanced detection sensors. So the best case scenario we're looking at is going to be at the end of February. So, beginning of March. And again, the side sensors and your left turn sensors, they're all operable. But it's your main sensors on east-west Highway 280. The hardware, the wiring, all of that's already been installed. And there's basically what it came down to, there's a discrepancy between the contractor and AlDOT. AlDOT saying that they, in the bid, requested the advanced detection sensors. Contractor saying it's not in there, so basically they're treating it as an add to that contract, and so they're waiting on that approval from AlDOT. They've submitted what their cost is for doing that, and so if you know how that goes, they're just waiting on that approval from AlDOT. Once they get it, it'll be another 8 weeks. Okay? All right, ice skating rink update tonight, and I know Mr. Randy's over here. I tell you, I wish we could clone Mr. Randy. We will go over 800 skaters tonight.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. So
How many
I'm
are
really
repeat
excited.
offenders?
Do I?
How many are repeat offenders?
I don't know. I don't know.
I got several that's been back several times.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. I love going by and seeing the kids and the smiles on their faces, and that's what we're here for. So, we've had good seasonal weather. That's helped with it as well. And just like, bragging on Mr. Randy, we have some, Steve and them did a great job with the workers that they've scheduled to work through there, because their customer service, they're like professionals down there. So it's really, really nice to see that. And of course, our volunteers who are down there, it's been great. City Council, I'd like to thank each of you for making the first 6 weeks together a great success. I know Madam President just touched on that. I wish each of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and a blessed and safe holiday season. I cannot wait to see what we accomplish together for America's Marble City in 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, I need a motion to amend or adopt the agenda.
I make a motion, we adopt the agenda as written.
Second,
Second.
let's change it up on me a little bit. All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? All right, motion passes. Next item, I need a motion to approve minutes of the regular city council work session held on December 2nd, 2025.
Motion.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? All right, motion passes. Next item, I need a motion to approve the regular city council meeting held December 2nd, 2025.
Motion.
Need a second?
Second.
Heard Greer. All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? Motion passes. All right, old business, on with the new business. Look at us. Action that is necessary to approve resolution 87-2025 to ratify the approval of agenda item 23 by city council on November 6, 2025 to declare 8 Canon copiers and 1 HP printer as surplus and approve disposal by auction, transferred, or other appropriate disposition. If to be considered at this meeting, I need a council member to introduce it.
I'll introduce.
All right, if to take action at this meeting, I need a motion to suspend the rules.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Yay.
Yes.
Any nays? All right, if unanimous, I need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? All right, motion passes. Next item, action that is necessary to approve resolution 88-2025 to ratify the approval of agenda item 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 by City Council on November 6, 2025 to declare 5 vehicles as surplus and approve disposal by auction, transfer, or other appropriate disposition. If to be considered at this meeting, I need a council member to introduce.
I'll introduce.
All right, if to take action at this meeting and to give immediate consideration, I can't talk tonight. I need a motion by a council member.
Motion.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? All right. If unanimous, I need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Yay.
Yes.
Any nays? All right, motion passes. Next item, action that is necessary to approve resolution 89-2025 to declare the Sylacauga Police Department's 12 recorders and 16 cameras as surplus and approve disposal by destruction, auction, transfer, or other appropriate disposition. I need a motion by council member.
Motion.
I need a second.
Second.
I heard Griff first. All in favor?
Yes.
Any nays? All right, motion passes. Next item, action that is necessary to approve resolution 90-2025 to declare the Sylacauga Police Department 6 Taser X2 6Ps, 6 holster 12 Taser cartridges, and 12 Taser batteries as surplus and approve disposal by transfer or to the Central Alabama Community College Police Department. I need a motion by a council member.
Motion.
I heard Tim first. Second. I heard Laura. All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? Motion passes. Next item, action that is necessary to approve resolution 91-2025 to declare all equipment and inventory related to public safety radio operations no longer in use located at 207 Hillside Drive as surplus and approve disposal by transfer to the Sylacauga Utilities Board. If to consider at this meeting, I need this to be introduced by a council member.
I'll introduce.
All right, introduced by Councilwoman Heath. If to take action at this meeting, I need a motion to give immediate consideration.
Motion.
All right, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any nays? All right. If unanimous, I need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any nays? Motion passes. Okay. Next item, action that is necessary to approve resolution 92-2025, which ratifies the approval of agenda item 16 by the city council on November 6, 2025 to enter into a consultant agreement for professional financial services with John P. Ham and establishes the contract period and pay schedule for the 2026 calendar year portion of fiscal year 2026 for professional financial services with the consultant John P. Ham. If to consider at this meeting, I need an introduction by a council member.
I'll introduce.
All right, if to take action at this meeting, I need a motion to give immediate consideration.
Motion.
I need a second.
Second.
I heard Tim. All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? Okay, if unanimous, I need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second,
Who'd you get for the motion?
I got Laura. Just on this motion, Laura gave me a motion, I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? Motion passes. Next item, action that is necessary to ratify the authorization of safety user transportation vans for the tour of lights occurring outside the contracted period. And a motion by a council member?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
I heard Laura. All in favor?
Yes.
Any nays? Motion passes. Next item, action that is necessary to approve accounts payable invoices for fiscal year 2025 in the amount of $10,032.68. I need a motion.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any nays?
I have a quick, or something I'd like to point out. I know that it was brought up about the cable bill during the work session. And the mayor's office is on here for $99.19. Is that monthly or is that?
That's a monthly cost.
Okay.
And we've decided to look at that as a whole, right? That's what we decided, to look at that as a whole.
Look at what it is.
The,
Charter cable bill for the city hall as a whole.
all right, okay?
So it's not in everybody's budget, but it's off on Saturday?
It's not, I think there's some confusion. Some of us thought we paid as a whole, but apparently we paid in separate departments.
Yes, like PD has to, as a separate charge, and then I know the fire department pays for their own, since they have to stay there, so.
Okay. All right, next item, action that is necessary to approve accounts payable invoices for fiscal year 2026 in the amount of $669,674.27. I need a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
I heard girl, fighting you for more. All in favor?
Yes.
Any nays? Motion passes. Now it's time for anyone to address the city council. No action to be taken at this meeting. Please come to the microphone and state your name and address for the record prior to addressing the council. Is there anyone in the building who would like to address the council? All right, going once, going twice, okay? How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just state your name and your address for us, Carrie.
My name is Kerry Clisby. My address is 40 Wood Street here in Sylacauga, Alabama. I have a couple of things, but Number one, I guess, is the traffic light on Broadway and Fort Williams. I don't know if it's on the city or the utility. The turn signal on that light, only one car can make it through before it changes back again. The timing need to be set a little bit longer, I think, anyway, to allow more than one car to make it through at a time.
Where is this at? Please.
On Broadway and Fort Williams, right there at the post office,
Okay.
right there at the post office,
It's quick.
I've taken notice of it several times.
yeah.
Is it both ways? Is it on Fort Williams?
Just the turn signal.
Is it
I know it is before Williams turning left on the Broadway. It's quick. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
as soon as it turns green,
We go that way.
you gotta stop again.
Yeah,
Unless you spin in rubber, you're gonna be late.
yeah.
Is that something
But,
that's handled through ALDOT?
Well, that's what he's gonna, see, to see if it's ALDOT or see if it's,
Too.
utility board.
Probably Aldo.
Yeah.
It's over Broadway.
Where the utility board does the maintenance on those lights to a certain extent, but once it gets into timing, it can give the
Yeah.
Ronnie Collier,
Ronnie?
he'll be able to direct you where you need to go.
Okay.
So
I'm
can-
trying to think of real-
So here, the mayor's taking some notes, and hopefully the next time you go, you and the person behind you can go too.
All right.
But we can't promise nothing.
Okay.
Is that all you have for us tonight, Karen?
Well, next, I need to talk with maybe a few council members and the mayor on something a little more private at this time.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the council at this time? All right, going once, going twice. Having no further business to discuss, I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yay.
Any nays? All right, time of adjournment is 6:36 PM.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you guys for coming out.